Boom, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be reacting to a young lady talking about the illusion of options that women have. I've always thought that women have a lot of options, like they can just have anybody they want. But the older I've gotten, the more I begin to understand that, you know, you got a lot of men that actually want to, clap them cheeks and whatnot. Yeah, they want you like that. They want some intimacy with you. But will this man love you, respect you, honor you, care for you, you know, when you don't look your best, when you are in, like Drake says, your hair up in sweatpants on and you don't look the best and you're on your cycle and you're not feeling the best? Will he love you through those things? Will he love you through when you have his children? Will he be there for you when you're dealing with postpartum depression and all of the things that women deal with? Will this man be there for you? And a lot of men will not, because they don't care about you in the way that you may care about them. You grow to love them, but they never loved you because all they wanted was lust. And I, as a man, I can speak on this and tell you the truth, that most of the time men just want to, they just want to, you know what I'm saying, they want intercourse with you. That's the God honest truth. You might not like to hear it, but that's the truth. Um, so finding a man that loves you, cares for you, wants to honor you, protect you, that's a flex. That's a flex. And if you can find that, I suggest you hold on to it and keep it. But I'm gonna stop my ranting. We're going to react to this young lady on TikTok that I found. I only watched maybe 10 to 30 seconds of the video before I said I'm a wait. I'm gonna save it for the channel. I'm gonna react to it. So let's see what she has to say, man.
Suffer from the illusion of options. I had to realize you're not picking a man out of all the men in the world. You're picking a man out of all the men that like you. Specifically on the likes you part. Somewhere along the way, I think we were taught you could have any man that you want. Possibly, yeah, you can have him, but in what way? You may have his time, his attention, his intimacy, but do you have his mind, his heart, his respect? Do you have his commitment to you? I really think we have more options than we do because we believe we're everybody's type. The truth is, a lot of men, they will take you, but they don't always want you. They will take a woman, any woman, a wife. They just want somebody, just like how sometimes we as women just want somebody, anybody. But
see, I can't relate to that. I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to be with and be hanging out with anybody that I don't actually like. Now, I might invite you over for some nighttime fun, and we can connect during the day and link up in that way. But I'm not going to be hanging out with you and just be taking you places and doing stuff with you, and I don't like you that way. I let things be known up front. This is what it is. I don't want anything else from you but this. You may go down that aisle and you may want those things, but I don't. So I don't relate to most people when they say, "Oh, I just want to be with somebody." Y'all lack love. I'm gonna talk about that too, man. Y'all's childhood and life was so messed up that you look for love everywhere, and that's where a lot of these problems stem from. You're just looking for anybody. Be damned if I'm gonna be kicking it with just anybody. Y'all, they gotta be bad. What I'm looking for. I'm looking for the baddest. And I don't mean just physically, I mean mentally, bro.
But you're not their ideal girl. And even if you're not their ideal girl, even if you're not their type, you have to be what that person wants 100%. You have to be his type or his new ideal. Maybe you've changed it for him, but still you have to be his 10 out of 10. And I'm not even talking about looks or superficialness, because sometimes a man's dream girl, the one that is the most attractive in the room, the Megan Fox, the Beyoncés, the Angelina Jolies, are still not the women that they treat the best. You have to ensure that this man loves you, like really loves you. And a big part of that is making sure that he's invested in you. If not, then he's settled in some way, or he believes he's settled in some way. And he's not going to tell you that, but his actions will. Never chase a man. And I think that's why sometimes we...
Now she about to give some stupid advice. I already see where that's going, but we're going to keep watching. But I just had to say, yeah, man, like she's absolutely right about that. No man is going to love you unless he's 100% invested in you. and wanting you. Otherwise, it's just intimacy. If he does not take the time to pour knowledge into you, want to see you grow, care about, if he's not asking certain things that you know a man should be asking, and a lot of you, I understand, you might have grown up without a dad or some or a male figure in your life to understand the thing, how a man loves and cares. But if this man is not doing the things for you, and you find yourself having to raise him and tell him these things, then he don't care about you. All he wants is some sex out of you. So I suggest you learn the difference, man.
We think we have so many options because we think, oh, well, I can go out and do the chasing, I can do the pursuing. Chasing a man will lead to a man who tolerates you.
Yep.
The only men you should ever be interested in, that you should ever be considering, are men that like you. They like you. They like you first. That's it. Those are all your.
Now she's gonna start to lose me here. I mean, I agree with the from my own perspective, of my own um dating life. For me, I don't like when women pursue me. I don't like aggressive women. I don't want you coming on strong to me. I don't like that. I never have like that. And those type of women I do ignore. But I want to show you. You have to let me show interest in you first. If I don't show any interest in you, and you trying to come on to me, and you know what I'm saying, like I don't do that. It might work for some other men, but mm-mm. And she's right. The solid, strong men in life, they don't want you approaching them like that. You can give me a signal as to you like me, I might like you, but just to be aggressive like that, I don't like it.
Options. The men who pursue you, who are attracted to you, who approach you, who want to buy you things, want to help you pay for things, they want to protect you, want to provide for you, they think about you. You shouldn't be the one obsessed with them. Nope. You should not be breaking your back, bending over backwards to please, attract.
Now, listen. Once a man loves you, he loves you. Once a man loves you, he loves you. He's probably going to stay with you. And if we go based off of divorce statistics today, most women are the ones leaving the relationships, right? So I think that women have to have a little more skin in the game when it comes to what she's saying, okay? Because you kind of have to, women tend to want to leave relationships more because they feel things differently. The emotions change more and more and more. Emotions go up and down like a roller coaster all the time. Like my dad used to say this about my sister and I all the time. He was like, when he was raising my sister and I, it was like night and day. He just couldn't understand it. He didn't understand it. He understands it now because we're adults. But raising my sister, it was like going up and down on a roller coaster where she's cool one day and then da 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 da. But me, I was always even keeled, as he would say. I would just always go. I'm me all the time. But with my sister, it was like up and down, up and down, up and down. He had to adjust to that as a man himself. So when it comes to the relationship part of things, I think that women have to put lot more skin in the game than men. It has to be equal across the board, but I think that women tend to leave relationships more because their nature is the emotions of up and down, and one day you might feel some way, and one day you might not love them, one day you might. It just changes so much. But a man is, once he loves you, he's gonna love you forever. But let's get back into it.
And keep a man, trying to get him to notice you, trying to show up where he's at, trying to entice him and engage him, overly obsessed with him. It's a humiliation ritual. It's not going to get you what you want, because at the end of the day, you might have him, but you don't necessarily have him. You know, that's why there's so many women on this app, they're married, but they still don't have that man.
No, you have to show some type of interest. And that's where we're losing one another today, because what's happening is everybody has an ego. Everybody's ego driven. Women don't want to show, they don't want to put their feelings out. Men don't want to put their feelings out. But y'all got to understand, man, in this game of dating and love and all these different things, man, you got to put your heart out there. And I understand nobody wants to get hurt. But if you want that, I don't want that. I'm good. I'm good how I am. But a lot of people do want these things. And if you're going to do it, then you got to be willing to put your heart out on the scale, man. And I think that I'm done with watching this young lady. I'm going to leave her video down in the comments for y'all to watch the whole thing on over there. Her name is Amaya Teresa. It looks like this was from TikTok. But those are my thoughts and opinions on it, man. I think that women, you need to understand that men will make a decision based on his actions. If this man cares for you, loves you, he will show you. And you have to understand that if a man is not showing you these provider instincts, protecting, respecting, and all of that, then he really doesn't love you. And a lot of it will be shown, in the beginning. I guess y'all will say, "Oh, they change." I don't think anybody changes. I don't. They are who they are. Trust me. They told you multiple times who they were. You just chose not to believe it because you were physically attracted to them, and they did something to that little love button downstairs. So now you done caught yourself up in a ride that you don't want to be on. But look for things like respect, protection, provisioning, seeing how your day is going. Those things matter. Look for those type of things, man. Make sure it can't just be physical, because that's going to die and fade over time, man. That's going to die and fade over time. So you need to look for other things if you're going to be in a relationship with a man. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. If you like the video and you got something from it, like the video, subscribe. I'm trying to get my channel up. I'm growing, and I'm looking forward to react to more videos. And hopefully, if this snow doesn't keep me away from this place tomorrow, I will be back again with another video tomorrow. Anyway, I will holler at y'all on the next one. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time.